Time for Tap That Trade. Joining us for our trader game, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and Alan Neckman, the chief market strategist at BullseyeOption.com. Round number one, guys. IIDT. Is it different this time? We're talking about meme stocks and that roaring kitty comeback. Are you a buyer?
How it ends up, who knows? But when you look at any of these meme stocks, there's money to be made, but you've got to have the discipline and understand the risks with that. Again, for me, it doesn't matter what I trade.
Yeah, it can be risky, and we're throwing the investment world on its face right now. I mean, What's happening with these meme stocks isn't supposed to be happening, right? It's not based on earnings or expected earnings. It's based on momentum. But I kind of like the story here because this gives a little guy a chance to stand up against the big guys, right? Because the big guys have always controlled these markets. They had the ability to short sell these stocks, drive businesses out of business that might have been able to survive if the stock market wasn't such a mean place. So this is putting the short sellers on notice here. Be careful out there. You might think this stock is dead, but it might come back. Just like, the end of Carrie, the movie, will come back and get you at the end.
I like what Phil just said. I could call these mean stocks. These stocks are going to get mean and often ugly.
Round number two, it all comes back to commodities. The U.S. dollar has been on a mostly downward trend. What commodity contract benefits the most from a dollar dive?
And I'll tell you what, there's so many times where the dollar has a big impact on the price of commodities, but there comes a point in time where it might not matter. And we've seen that happen before. I've seen the price of oil and the price of the dollar go up simultaneously. I've seen the price of gold and silver and copper go up because when you get into a cycle in commodities where supplies are tight and demand exceeds supplies, they don't care what the dollar is. They need the supply. Artificial intelligence data center is driving the demand for so many commodities like copper, like silver, platinum, and palladium, unlike
natural gas
before. Right? And natural gas for the power of the data centers. So we're seeing this revitalization. But, whenever we see this, traditionally, it means big things for the economy. The economy is being rejuvenated. Things are happening. This is going to lead to a better world. But in the short term, it means commodity prices are hot and they're going to stay hot for a while.
The dollar has not helped crude oil just yet. Who knows if it can? But that's the only commodity that really hasn't benefited from the dollar not going higher. It's been here for longer, but we've also seen yields come down. We've got the yields, 10-year note yield, which everybody keeps an eye on, is now at 4.2%. So that's at 2-month lows as well. That could be very much a positive. But I know there are people out there say that they were worried about high rates, and now some people are getting worried about lower rates.
Apple shine. It appears the death of Apple has been greatly exaggerated. Does this stock have appeal to you?
Exactly. We are about to make new highs in Apple somewhat soon. Now, that's been one of the Magnificent Seven that's been completely left behind. Nobody believes in Apple, so that's been an amazing opportunity. It's gone straight up from 170. So a breakout above 200 here targets 230. And you can't forget, you want to follow the money, and they make the money.
Yeah, you can not doubt Apple's ability to continue to make money, but can you doubt their ability to keep up with the technology? And let's face it, Apple has fallen behind. And that might not impact the stock today or tomorrow. They still own a big share of the cell phone industry. But sometimes in tech stocks, historically, you have to be careful when a big company that, invincible falls behind on the technology side. They need to start making some huge advancements quickly, or Apple might be a stock that at some point might turn a little bit sour.
AI and the iPhone, that's the next big deal.
Well, let's hope they catch up because they're way behind.
We have a pop quiz for your bonus round question today. Coke is the #1 preferred soft drink. Can you name number 2? Is it Dr. Pepper or Pepsi?
Dr. Pepper.
I know this.
Down. Pepsi Cola shot them down. Dr. Pepper fixed them up, and now they're drinking 7-Up.
What do you mean? The answer is Dr. Pepper. They're number 2.
Dr. Pepper is number 2. You both get an A+ on your pop quiz. Business First AM will be right back.